Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I am Barbara with Living Foods Farm. We are in Tennessee in Zone 7A. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today it is a beautiful day outside. I think the high is like 69, but it is, when I came in the tunnel, it was 90. Now it's 80. So it's a beautiful day, sunshiny. And so, of course, anytime as a gardener you have great weather, you got to take advantage of it, right? It's supposed to be rain for the rest of the week. So anyway, I'm in the tunnel, and y'all, timing is everything. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I mean. We have yet another thing in the tunnel that did not make it. Do y'all see this? No, those are not flowers that I planted. That is my bok choy that has bolted and gone to seed in literally a matter of 4 or 5 days. Literally. All of it has bolted. You see the yellow flowers. Like it looks like it's growing broccoli and yellow flowers. And then my other bed over here, the exact same thing. I say timing is everything because literally, so I had to go out of town for business, for a business trip. And so I was gone 3 days. And my plan was to harvest the bok choy when I came back. When I left, I had harvested some bok choy. I took it to church, gave it away, all the things, right? And then I was going to save some to take to my friend's house because we were going over there when I got back in town. I get back in town, I walk in my tunnel, and all I see are these yellow flowers everywhere. Like literally, it was fine and then it wasn't. And while I was gone, the temperatures were pretty mild. It was like 65, 70. Of course, it probably got hotter in the tunnel. Well, obviously it did. My husband was, opening up the tunnel each morning because it would dip down at night till, I don't know, 35, 40 degrees, something like that. Anyway, so I don't know if it just got too hot before he opened it up or it's just too hot, period. This weather is real funny. One day it's 10 degrees, one day it's 80 degrees, one day it's 60 degrees. The flowers, the plants, they don't know if it's spring, summer, fall, winter. They don't know what to do. But I can't believe that all of my bok choy literally has gone to seed. And I know sometimes they say if you can catch it when it first happens, maybe you can prevent the leaves, from being bitter and things like that. I tried that one time with my lettuce. That stuff was so bitter. And lettuce, of course, you can taste it kind of right then and put it in a salad and you know whether or not it's good or not. With this bok choy, I don't even want to take the trouble of trying to, first of all, I don't want to give it away like that. Second of all, I have too much to do anything with myself. And the whole plan was I was going to give it away mostly. I thought about selling it, but I really am not prepared to sell yet in terms of just, telling people about it. But I was going to give it away, but I'm not going to give it away like that. Nor can I find a way to preserve it where it's going to last me. And again, I don't want to preserve something and then, a month down the road, I go to cook it and I'm like, oh man, that doesn't taste right. And so I just choose not to do that. So I'm going to pull it all up today. It hurts my heart. I'm not going to say my only comfort. One comfort is, and I hate to say it like this, but this was all kind of free, right? So when I went to that farm workshop, he had starts that he was throwing away. And so those are these starts, right? I didn't get a chance to reap the harvest as much as I would have liked to. Like I said, I did harvest some before, but I got 2 beds of it because he literally gave me like a flat of 200. Right. So I didn't pay for the seed, but still, it's food. You don't want food to go to waste, but it's all part of the journey. There's nothing I can do about it now. I just can't believe that literally I never even thought, oh, it's going to go to seed. It was looking perfect. And I still needed it to grow a little bit more because it was on the small side. So I was trying to give it 1 week more to kind of just get a little bit bigger, a little bit more full. It didn't happen. So we're going to get up all of this bok choy and redo these beds. And we're going to plant some lettuce out. That's what we're going to do today. So let me get my mind right, get a trash bag to put all of this in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I got all the bok choy up. There was probably 3 that had not gone to seed, and I think those bok choy are the ones that I started from seed and put in the ground much later than I put these other ones in the ground. So I kept those 3. Y'all, it hurts. It hurts to take what looks like a perfectly healthy plant and then just you can't do anything with it. But you can't fight with nature. You know, when the plant thinks that its season is over, then it bolts, it goes to seed, and it's done. There's nothing you can do to bring it back from that state. So let me just move on. So I'm gonna plant lettuce in its place. And so here's the lettuce. These wobbly trays. This is some of the lettuce on the right hand side. You can see that I have some green butter and some red butter lettuce. You can kind of see that's what it looks like. Really pretty. That's also part of the Salanova collection. And then I have a whole, let's see if I can get it. I have a whole flat of lettuce here that I can plant, red and green. And it's 4 different kinds, red and green incise, and then red and green butter, and then some slow bolt lettuce. So I have that I can plant in its place. So I need to amend those beds. Where I just took the bok choy out. But I just realized my compost, I'm gonna need my husband to bring some around with the tractor. I had bought some bags of compost, but they're in the back of the house and they're kind of heavy and they need to stay back there for the beds I got back there. But I have a big old pile of compost that I need my husband to bring around, and he's not around right now. So we got the bok choy out, but we can't plant the lettuce yet until we get the beds amended. So while I'm waiting on him, I'm gonna go ahead and start some seeds. These are seeds that technically, according to my little spreadsheet, I was supposed to start about a week ago, but again, I didn't get a chance to before I went out of town. So I'm gonna start some seeds. I'm gonna start zinnias and celosia, and I have this already ready. It's been ready for probably a couple of weeks now, where I had already filled the trays with soil and things like that. So we're gonna plant those, and probably I am going to do maybe, let's see. Let me think about this. How many do I want to do? Okay, let's see what kind. I think I'm going to do maybe 18, 24 celosia, and then the rest zinnias, because obviously I'm not going to say I like zinnias more than celosia. Zinnias just, I don't know. I can put them in more places. The celosia can get pretty big and plume, fluffy like, and zinnias, you know, are just the single stems, and I can make a bouquet of zinnias and then just have the celosia kind of as, not a filler, but anyway, I don't know how to explain it, but we're gonna do more zinnia than we are gonna do celosia. So I have a new celosia that I'm gonna try. It's rainbow sherbet, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And one of the things, I'm planting flowers of all colors, but I'm trying to get a color palette in my head. So y'all know I have like a salmon, peachy, orangey thing going on, because I have some salmon aster, and then I also did some, it was another, maybe it was a nasturtium. That was like a salmon light orange color. So I have that. Then of course that can go with, you know, white and ivory or something like that. But then when it comes to my other flowers, see, I like this, like the pink and the green. I think that is going to be so pretty. Rainbow sherbet. So we're going to do that. I also have a terracotta. It doesn't have a picture, but it was real pretty. It was like a terracotta color. It was almost like a rust color. It might have to stand on its own. And then what else? I have orange queen celosia. So maybe I'm gonna do more than 12 celosia. Oh, y'all, I love flowers. Now I did these last year. The Papa's Plume. They were really pretty and did great. I also did this last year, the Flamingo Peak. I like it. I don't love it. I mean, it's just kind of, it looks just like that. It's like a very, very light pink. So I don't have to do that one again. And then there's the Eternity Mix, which I think is really pretty. So I guess I'm going for more bright colors. These are kind of in the same color family, don't you think? I think so. So I think I'm going to do the rainbow, the terracotta, and the eternity mix. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, look, y'all, I found some more. A rainbow plume. That's pretty, too. That's really pretty. Okay, decisions. Okay, and then on zinnias, let's see what we have. If you like flowers and you haven't yet tried flowers for your garden, I definitely encourage you to do it. Number one, even if you don't like flowers to put on your table or things in your house, then they're great for pollinators, right? They're great for your for the ecosystem. They bring the bees and all that good stuff. There was a zinnia that I did last year, and because it wasn't labeled as well, I don't remember what kind it was, but it was so pretty. It had like pinks, oranges, and yellows. It was really pretty, but I don't remember which one it was. So then I have this one. These are from the Dollar Tree, Giants of California mixed colors. Those are like bright colors. I have a salmon rose zinnia that I'm going to try. This might have been what they were. The cut and come again. That might have been what I grew last time. That was just really, really pretty. And here's one that's semi-dwarf Sprite mixed colors. That's pretty. And then you have the Queen Lime series. That did not do well for me last year. Like it didn't look like this at all. I may try it again. We'll see how much space we have. I got a lot of zinnia seeds. Oh, y'all, this is pretty. El Dorado. Oh, that's real pretty. That's real pretty. Now, can you direct sow these seeds? You can. I'm starting them ahead of time, so to get a jump, but then also I can place them strategically where I want them to be. Versus if I did direct sow, either, I got to put it in a place and that might not be where I want it to go. But when I do it now, and then I can transplant, then I can take each individual one and put it in between where I want it to go, or put a cluster and all that stuff. So that's the reason why I'm doing it that way. But yes, you can wait and direct sow these. So let's make some labels. I feel like I can't make a decision because they all look pretty. But y'all, I'm out of space. Y'all already know I'm out of space in my house. So this week, the weather the lows are not too bad. I think there's 3 or 4 days where it's above 55. So some stuff, my plan is to leave it in the tunnel overnight so that I can make space for this to go in the house so that it can germinate. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. It's going to work out. I don't know how, but it will. So let's make some labels. Okay, I made some decisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 24 celosia and the rest zinnia. So what's the math on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 6, 48. 48 zinnias, 24 celosia. So let's get to it. So the celosia terracotta, and I've told you this before, I love Johnny seeds. When I first started gardening, all I used to hear about was Baker Creek, Baker Creek, Baker Creek. And so of course I went to Baker Creek, and I like Baker Creek, but I love Johnny seeds. It's probably my favorite. I love all the information they put on the back of the packet. I love that they give you the germination rate. So like the germination rate on this terracotta is 98%. That means we should have pretty good germination. And so I'm only going to try to sow 1 seed per thing. Now, these seeds are really, really tiny. Anytime they come in a little paper thing like that, you know it's tiny. Very, 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 very tiny. It's hard to just sow 1 seed because it's so tiny. And let's see. And this one has a 90 to 100 day maturity, which is, that's a lot. That's a long time. So yeah, we might not see these till like end of June or in July. And so these, light is required for germination. So it's gonna need to be under light. And look like that. That's all gone. These seeds, we may have to miss these just to keep them. I can barely see these seeds. We're gonna see what happens. I did celosia last year and it worked. So just like that, those seeds are done. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, it said a minimum of 25 seeds. It definitely got double seeded if it was 25 seeds. Because you can't hardly just pick up one. So, anywho, that's done. We'll put that there. The next one is Rainbow Sherbet, which is this one. And it says it can take 14 to 21 days to sprout. And it says ideal temperature 65 to 95. So that means they could actually stay out here, I guess, if I wanted them to. So I forgot that these celosia seeds are so tiny. It looks like little black gel things. Like you can't even pick it up hardly. You can't even hardly pick it up. I prefer the bigger seeds, obviously, of anything. It's just easier to sow and to kind of know what you're doing. Yeah, it's gonna be double germinated because I can't even see. Okay, so then that one's done. Okay, so then we have the improved orange. And the germination rate on here is 86, which that's okay because they're tiny. So because I'm doing 6 sales, I'm not even trying to save these seeds per se. I'm just gonna do a little bit in each one, and we're gonna pray and hope for the best. It worked last year, so it should work this year, right? Okay, so that one's done. So obviously I need to get more celosia for next year, which I got plenty of celosia left. Yeah, I got maybe 6, 7 or 8 packs, so that's not a problem. It's just these new ones. If I like it, I would have to get some more. This is the Sunday mix. This is also celosia. It's called the Sunday mix. Germination rate 95%. I mean, these things are too tiny. So if you ask me, have I ever saved celosia seeds? No, I have not. Okay, so that's done. Next are the zinnias. And I can't remember if zinnias are big seeds or small seeds. We're about to find out. And let's see if they need light to germinate, because I don't remember. No, bigger. That's right, because I've saved zinnia seeds before. They are bigger, so you can see. So much easier to plant. This is how I like it. So much easier. I got plenty. Okay, so that's the giants. Uh-oh. And I got 4 packs for $1. I still got plenty. So the next one is Salmon Rose. This is from Johnny Seeds. The germination rate is 89%. Oh yeah, plenty big, plenty big. Y'all, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'll just time lapse the rest. I'm gonna get this whole flat planted, and then we'll go on to the next thing. Okay guys, so I'm back. Hubby came down here. He added compost to the bed, so I was able to plant the lettuce. My phone was about to die, so I had to put it on the charger while I was planting the lettuce just to be more efficient. I will turn you around and let you see the lettuce. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. If I had more, I could have done one more row. I could have had 6 rows, but I don't have any more lettuce started. So I think on that row I may do some radishes, but I'll do that probably tomorrow. But let me let you take a look. Okay, so you can see the lettuce is in there. So I had, like I said, the 72 cell tray plus I think there was 16 in another tray. So you can see for the most part all of them are in there, and I still have room for one more row. And then I have that other bed of bok choy that I pulled out as well that we didn't get to, but we're gonna call it good for now, and then I'm gonna do something on the very last row on the right. So we got that done. So we got all the bok choy out that went to seed. Again, y'all, timing is everything. If I just would have gotten it all then, but I didn't really have a way to take care of it then, but that's the way it goes. You have to, you win some and you lose some. So we got all the bok choy out, we got the lettuce done, and we also got a whole 72 flat of our flowers done. We got our celosia and our zinnia. So we'll call this productive. Thank you guys so much for joining me today as we did some things in the tunnel. Remember, y'all, this is a journey. Also remember, like, we are getting close to the summer season. No matter where you live, my last frost date is in 3 weeks. Depending on where you live, yours may be closer than mine or further away, but we can all say that we are definitely getting close now that we're in April. So happy gardening. Remember, it's a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.